in 2019, when I was facing burnout again, over and over again, it was like an annual festival, the Burnout Festival with Iona, or as I like to call it, Captain Burnout. Like I was having a little visit with my pal Captain Burnout, who shows up every couple of years. You know when you're facing burnout, because you can't, your body is screaming at you. Your body is telling you no, but your belief system, your mind is saying, I just have to keep pushing. I just have to keep going further. I just have to keep working. I have to keep putting in the effort, because if I don't, then the bills won't get paid, my rent won't get paid, my family won't eat, we'll starve, we'll go homeless, this will happen, XYZ. Fear and panic. And what's more important? What's more valuable? Health and well-being and time with family, with friends, appreciating everything that you have, or go, making ends meet, making the money, working, achieving goals. For a long time, the latter was what I valued. I valued that more. But now, after going through it so many times over and over and over again, I could not go any further. My body was like, something's gonna happen, you're gonna get sick or something unless you stop. You have to stop. So I did. In 2019, my costume business was at the best it's ever been. It was at its peak. I was dressing superstars who were coming into the UK on tour, music tours, people who I've been a fan of for decades, people who I've been a fan of since I was a little girl. I was meeting them in person and dressing them in outfits that either I had made myself or worked on or had altered or whatever. I was there with them in the room, and that was like an oh my god moment. And the most amazing thing about it was it wasn't my hard work that got me there. It was my belief that got me there. It's my belief that I could do it that got me there. It wasn't hard work and effort. Yes, I was hard working and efforting in that environment, but I don't think I needed to. People wanted me for the job because of who I was, because they knew I could get the job done. They knew that I was easy to work with, that I was friendly, that I wasn't going to be annoying or ask questions or blah blah. I had like intuition and integrity. It wasn't because I was, working my butt off. And people who are stressed out, burnt out all the time, they're not that pleasant to work with, let's be honest. They're always like, I'm like, how are you? And they're like, oh, I'm knackered. Like it's a vibe, it's a certain vibe. And it's not always a pleasant vibe to be working with somebody who is burnt out and exhausted and knackered all the time. So the costume business was at its peak. Like I was doing the best I've ever done. The sewing teaching business, I was about to roll out my sewing classes across the UK. So I was running sewing classes every week for a chain of pubs in Scotland, in 5-6 cities in Scotland, and I was about to roll, not me personally, I had a team of people doing it for me, and I was about to go UK wide and then possibly global, because they're a global brand. And I was excited about it for a while, but then it occurred to me, I had the thought that how am I going to do this? Like, how am I going to do this? And the rate that I'm doing it at, like, I can't keep going at the rate that I'm going and have time to enjoy my life. And there was something, I had that like just feeling in my body of it wasn't exciting me anymore. Like the costume stuff, even though like it kind of sounded cooler than the job was. In the reality of the job, I was washing pants and stitching up outfits, which is, was cool, but it can be difficult, like especially when you get given 2 hours to make a whole outfit from scratch and it's got to be on stage in 2 hours, and you get given a pile of fabric and a sewing machine, you go make it from scratch. That's kind of stressful. It's kind of, that itself can be like wearing on the body emotionally, mentally and physically. So I made the decision, okay, something's going to give, something's going to go. If it's not me, it's going to be the businesses. If it's not my health, then something else is going to happen. So I took the decision to take a step back, and I understand that people have responsibilities. Like, I don't have any children, I have a cat, you know, so I don't have any major responsibilities. So it was easy for me to take a step back. But I understand that people have, you know, responsibilities and families and things like that. So it's not as easy to say to quit everything. And I'm not saying quit everything, but when you become aware of how much you're doing and what it's affecting, whether that's affecting your family time, your emotional health, your emotional well-being, your mental health and your physical health, then something's going to give. And you can absolutely do what you want to do and more by focusing on your beliefs and your perspectives and less on physical doing and hard work all the time.